What a game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome everyone to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Florida Gators, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Gators will kick it away first. On the run from inside his own 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So South Carolina's offense going to get the chance to start this game off. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down, he started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David. Up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarter.
There he goes! Stopped at the 28, but a big 15-yard pickup gives him some breathing room. The Gamecocks headed quickly to the line.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Gamecocks, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Gator fans love to see their teams light up the scoreboard, but they'll take the defense bringing the heat too.
And I think that was a staple, Reese. Back in the day, you had great offenses for Florida, but the teams that really had the most success and that reached the highest mountaintops, they had great defense to go with it. This defense playing well.
The Gamecocks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down.
Get set.
Looking for a man. It's Need. And here comes... pressure, and there he goes down again.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And the Gamecocks decide to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Hauls it in, looking for space. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. So Florida's offense will have its first possession of the game. And the heart of this team clearly rests On the offensive line, a group of maulers, David, who take pride in what they do.
And I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid. Games are still won and lost, though, in the trenches. And because this is one of the best offensive lines in all of college football, that is a huge advantage this offense takes into each and every game.
The Gators can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Going to the ground. They'll stop him at the 46 after a 5-yard pickup. And the boys of old Florida are getting it done on the ground.
And you've seen time periods in history in Florida where they didn't care about the run. Spurrier, just throw it. Yeah, Jesse, throw it again. Yeah, throw it again. Just chuck it around. But I like when they commit to the ground game, have some success to create some balance.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They'll leave it with him. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Rush is on him. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Yeah, and you could tell he was trying to run with that football before he caught it. That slant route, you stick your foot in the ground, cut towards the QB. Those are one of those plays where he puts it on the money. You just try to make yards after the catch, but key word being after the catch.
On fourth down, going to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll go to the ground. Got enough for the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job. Nice scripted plays. Taking advantage. Strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up. Get a stop. Force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
This defense is going to have to do a better job slowing down the run. We've seen twice now in this opening drive this guy break one. And so this defense has to do a better job at the point of attack, and their D coordinator probably is already thinking to himself, do I have to get another guy in the box to slow this guy down?
The Gators have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Gator!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. A 69-yard touchdown drive, and he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Can't connection and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Looking for more room. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And that time the defense in 3rd and long, 6 DBs on the field. There's not going to be anywhere to throw the football with that zone coverage. They do a great job reading the quarterback's eyes, David. They break on the ball for the pick.
Yeah, great job forcing the 3rd and long, predictable situation. Like you said, now you got them right where you want them. You practice those situations, all those extra DBs, and they make the big play.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Fires to the wideout. Picked off to stop the threat. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
The South Carolina offense is back on the field. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Leaves it with the running back. It's that hole for 4 and gets it out to the 16. The Gamecocks want to crank the tempo.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Obviously not the start this quarterback was hoping for, guys. He's now 0 for 4 to start the game throwing it. He just can't seem to find a rhythm. He's not finding his receivers. I'm even wondering if he's seeing the field that well at all. But no surprise. When you start the game 0 for 4 at QB, you've got no points on offense.
And the Gamecocks will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Well, they finally stopped him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They've seen the good and the bad already. A touchdown on the opening drive, a pick on the second one, and now to try to get things back on track. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw, it's Morris. Buys a little time. That's caught. It's Weaver. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
And And I like what the quarterback did to finish the run. He buys a little bit of time, scrambles out to his left, and as a right-handed quarterback, you really understand you got to square those shoulders while you're running, which can be difficult if you want to throw an accurate throw like he did right there.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Hauls it in. Quick step and go. Touchdown, Florida. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. They'll try to put a drive together starting from their own 12. The give to the back. Oh, better look out! Wide open on the right. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the second quarter. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They're going to go right back to him on first down. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Just a short pass to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Gives it on the option. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
He gets a block. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. They're working that left side. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to pass, it's Morris. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. New set of downs after the completion. to the air on first down. Fires to the right. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. They're dealing with a second and long. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. Turning it on. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
That's a really good-looking run. I tell you, it's not easy to start at the running back position for the Florida Gators. When you think of where they can recruit in the state of Florida and really nationally, they've got a lot of the best around the country in high school wanting to come play here. So it says a lot if you're RB1 in this offense, but this dude shows you why all day long.
Got the first down and more. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Gators! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd, man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. SMU is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Doak Walker among the legends to wear that uniform. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Virginia. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He'll step out of bounds at his own 13-yard line, and that will not go down on the teach tape for kick returns. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Back to pass, it's Need. Bought a little time, lets it go. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to...
Breaks into the open. Made a defender miss. Just like that. A huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8. He'll pull it on the read. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Unleashes to the end zone. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Takes the handoff. It's Weaver. Into the pile. Maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Got his man quickly. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all of the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Give to the running back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
And the Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Morris. Unloads to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Gonna run it. It's Weaver. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, when you have the run.
Touchdown, Florida! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker on for the extra point.
And the extra point makes it 28-0. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss.
South Carolina, 0.
Get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Fielded in the end zone. It's Sturgeon. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the offense doesn't want to take a chance here. They'll just come out and take a knee and wrap up the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Men, it is hard to beat Columbia when that town is buzzing as it is today. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. And with that, let's send it back to the guys on the corner of George Rogers Boulevard and Bluff Road, Williams-Brice Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Gamecocks will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Dropping back, it's Morris. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
The sure hands, it's Dobbs. Touchdown, Gators! Once he got some room, it was over.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. SMU is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Doak Walker among the legends to wear that uniform. They're trailing by just 4 to Virginia. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. To the air, it's Need. Back open in the middle. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the third downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football on 1st and 2nd or throwing short passes earlier in the drives, they've got to change things up, because taking sacks like this is killing this offense.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot, but they're not able to come away with the completion.
He gets it away from his own end zone. Makes the catch at the midfield logo. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. The give to the lone running back.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Quickly complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Using his feet to buy time. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
The Gators will come to the line to convert on 4th down.
Here we go, here we go.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got it, 1st down and more. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. The Gators will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Looking to throw, it's Morris. He's got him. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Wants to throw again. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. Fit it in the window for the score. Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in a groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all. Just showing it off left and right. When you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra 1st down and really keep those chains moving and score big plays and big touchdowns, good luck stopping him.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Wants to throw on first down. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. And the Gamecocks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And if this offense wants to get back in the football game, it starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A third down and long situation coming up, they'll have another opportunity. They got to keep their quarterback upright.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Going for the big play. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Trying to take it back. Touchdown Gators! What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
And they tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And here's the return. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Danced his way through traffic. Pick up a 4 to the 19. The Gamecocks come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Scanning the field, it's Need. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. This offense has a little room and a fresh set of downs at the 23. And the Gamecocks will have it first and 10. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Fires to the big fella. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Gamecocks in a good spot here with second and short. Gets it out quickly. At the 45 on his way. All by himself down the middle.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. And the Gamecocks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. Pressure coming. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack. The Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. First play of the drive comes from the 38. The hand to the running back. Oh, he's got some space. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Caught near the sticks. It's Dobbs. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the fourth quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Looking to throw, it's Morris. Got his man on the right. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Ready to try the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the ACC, which is why this one is notable. SMU is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Dallas, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 10 over Virginia. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jess.
Breaks away in the middle. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game. But trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Looking for a man. It's Need. Throws for the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
At this point, it's a lot about pride for this offense. They're just trying to find a way to get on the board. They have been shut out. That last incompletion, I mean, they're now trying to take shots and see if they can just come up with something. I don't even know if they believe they can get it done. It just feels obligatory, guys, at this point. Let's just throw it up and see if something good can happen.
To the air on second down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed.
Screen pass just not working there. You figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Right down the boulevard. It's good.
Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernail.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Gators sending the offense back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. To the ground with the back. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. And the Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Dropping back, it's Morris. Snagged in the middle, it's Ali. And he's brought down after a nice game. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Gators look to keep this drive humming. Here's the handoff. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They give it to him again. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The Gators back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Fires to the big fella.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate, easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. To throw, it's Morris. Under fire. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised. And initially, he's flushed out of the pocket. Nothing's open. And he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
He was really beating himself up over that interception and that loss last week. I know he's thrown a pick in this one, but he's looked much more certain.
And what you ask quarterbacks to do nowadays and how much you put on their plate, one mistake is okay. Those usually aren't the ones that are going to kill you. So one mistake, back-to-back weeks, that's fine. You just can't make multiple. But the team's winning this week, which is the most important stat that he cares about.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be third down. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Wants to fire it in the end zone on third and goal. Intercepted. And he's brought down after the pick, and time has expired here in the 4th. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your uni. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Missouri Tigers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Gators will get us started with the opening kickoff. Coming out with it, it's Bettis. He was bold to bring that thing out of the end zone, but he'll go out of bounds at the 17-yard line. So Missouri's offense will get the ball first. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. You see a Gator bringing the heat like that, and you think about Derek Harvey, who was the MVP of the national championship game in 06.
And Alex Brown and Javon Curse, they had a long list of guys that can really make the quarterback's life difficult. You got to put pressure on the quarterback. You got to affect him. Really nice job on this play.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes, bad intentions. Nice play there.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So Missouri will have to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. And ask for better starting field position for this offense. Leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming. The defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Here comes the heat. Zings it complete to the right. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. The give on the inside. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24. Got 3 on 1st down and 2nd and 7. Keeping it on the ground with a single back. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Florida. They love to win this one today, secure that spot in the conference championship game. A remarkable achievement. They can't really think this one's in the bag.
No, they've just got to continue focusing on the task at hand. I think that's a big reason why they're in this position that they find themselves in. They take care of business each and every game, David. Some hardware to be won down the road potentially, but you got to win this one.
No doubt, and I think it's hard because you're starting to see the finish line now. Getting later in the season, knowing where you're ranked, what's at stake. Let's see how they handle the pressure.
That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10.
And these are the plays you know exactly what you're going to get up front. The offensive line does a great job blocking. Just create a little bit of a hole. Pound through that hole. That running back, they can't tiptoe, they can't dance. Run north-south and get that first down. Nice job.
They'll run it on first and goal. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Gator. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Gets it out fast. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Quarterback on the keeper. There he goes. It's a fumble on the play. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the touchdown Tigers. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Never quit on a play because you never know what will happen. How about him breaking the long run? I love the effort by the defense. Trailing him, getting there, and then they get to him and they make the big fumble. But how about the lucky break? The bounce towards the offensive player. He scoops it up, rolls into the end zone. What a big momentum-changing play.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Plummer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Working that left side. Gets away from one. He's got space. And they'll bring him down. That's with the long completion. An explosive pass play for this offense. This is an explosive attack, and that last big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 26.
Nice throw, nice catch. You know, I like when you work that slot and you throw that slant to him. It's an easier throw than throwing to a guy way out wide. A lot of times I find that matchup I want in the slot and I go attack it.
The Gators come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking downfield, it's Morris. Here's the pressure. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet.
This is one of the reasons why I like this wide receiver. He's strong after the catch. 4th down, catches the slant, breaks the tackle, and gets upfield to pick up extra yards.
Looking to get it in. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
The offense tried to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. They've gotten this thing up and running fast, back and forth. We're inside a minute to play in the 1st. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
It's complete to the left. And he murders into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Lynch. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there. And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. That's caught. It's Lynch. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at 35.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day.
Turning it on. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. And we've come to the end of the 1st as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Looking for room, it's Weaver. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Here's a heat. It's picked off.
Makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
Going to swing it on second down. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your...
Lots of room to run. Past the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Missouri! Looking for the tie with the extra point.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Using his legs, it's Weaver. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Unloads to the right. It's caught downfield. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
And that's a really nice route by the wide receiver. Just understanding I got to win right now. I got to get inside of that guy. And I know I'm going to get contact. You go over the middle of the field on a slant, you're going to get hit. Nice job securing the catch, making the play.
Right on the money. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
And that's the advantage of being a big wide receiver, because now you're a big target. On these slant routes, you don't have to run the perfect route, but you can use your size and your physicality to get the job done almost every time.
Oh, they're after him. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down.
Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gator. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. finding open areas. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide open downfield. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll do it himself. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to go up top. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Another incompletion on third down. So Missouri will have to punt it away. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They'll give it to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body blow effect.
Looking to the big tight end. Grabbed over the middle. It's Johnson. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
Well, this quarterback, I think, has earned the right to take shots here late in the first half. They've had a lot of success. They've got the lead. They're not going to play it safe. He's going to make good decisions, and when he has opportunities to throw strikes, he's going to hit those throws.
You get a play like that, and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. Got his man. On the move at the 30. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. It's complete to the right. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Dropping back, it's Morris. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida!
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll move the tight end. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, you've been calling a magnificent game there in Gainesville so far. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first first two quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. With that said, let's send it back to our guys and all those chomping hands there in the swamp.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Tigers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Gators sending the offense back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just know where to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Bringing the heat. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. And the Gators looking to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Working that left side now. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Pass interference. Offense.
That one hurts. They thought they'd move the chains on 4th down. Instead, they back up. The Gators will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
There's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for it. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point on.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. With the catch, it's Lynch. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
One of the things I love about this defense, they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Trying to keep this drive alive. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. The Tigers in the hurry-up. Just had to pick up a few inches on the play, and they do it on 4th down.
I mean, literally, fall forward. That's all you have to do is just give me a little bit of space where I can fall forward and you can push him forward. I like it going for it on 4th down most of the time anyways, but definitely on 4th inches.
From the gun, the ground game. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. The noise is Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Back to pass, it's Morris. Throws to the tight end. Got a man, it's Johnson. He'll be stopped at the 27, but it's a 15-yard gain. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Looking downfield on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. The Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Back to pass on 2nd down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. And the Gators are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to keep it in the air. He's got it. He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work. The Gators are moving quickly down the field. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. The Gators kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Handoff from the shotgun. Find some fresh air. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a 1st down. Looking for room, it's Weaver. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the 2nd half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, lead the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
And the Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Run in the red zone, it's Weaver. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Makes the grab on the left. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. The Gators, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Back to throw, it's Morris. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up big.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense rolling out the big bodies to try to stuff the run. Pushes ahead. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Paul.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man.
Touchdown, Gator! Quick strike through the air for the score. put another one on the board here in the fourth quarter, and how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble. Now on first down from the 30. To the air on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of
time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And that is a major reason why this team is losing the football game. They can't protect the quarterback. They can't generate big plays in the passing game because up front, they're getting beaten time and time again.
And the Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Lynch. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for it all. It's broken up and almost intercepted on that shot to the end zone. It'll be 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they want, and now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
It's complete on the right side. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Smart move to keep it on the ground. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Gators are marching down the field. Hands it off. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll try the run. Got enough for the first down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. And the Gators with the 1st and 10. give to the tailback. Powers through the defender.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
A strike downfield. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
I tell you, I love the mentality by this offense right now. They've got a pretty big lead. They're still being aggressive, taking shots, and they're finding the matchups they like. Man, they're taking advantage right now.
Looking downfield, it's Morris. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. One more play to pad the stats. Here we go. Second down, they'll go to the air. Going for 6. Touchdown, Florida! Fired in from the red zone for the score. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. They stop the return right there, and that will do it. This one is in the book. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, and it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That's going to...
see a playoff team from last year, the Florida Gators, taking on the 8th-ranked team, the Florida State Seminoles. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Herbstreit. Let's get this thing underway. The Noles will kick it away to start us off. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen. That's good coverage there. So Florida's offense will be the first up today. And remember, the last time these rivals met, Kirk, these guys dropped the hammer. It got ugly.
And Chris, don't underestimate the mental anguish that can put on a team. It's important that this defense plays well and tries to get the ball back to their own offense, give them a chance to build their confidence up.
And the single back takes the handoff. We're gaining some breathing room now. Tackled at the 26.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on first down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this second down.
Same tailback, another carry. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Keeping it on the ground here. Gain of 2 yards. Now it's second down and 8.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. Using his legs here. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32.
The slant may look like an easy play to defend, but it can be really tough, especially against man coverage, without any help to the inside. If you're the offense and you continue to see that man coverage, they might as well just keep attacking just like that.
They finally bring him down, but the offense set up now. First down from the 15.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
The Gators lining up here on first and 10. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Locates the tight end. It's complete. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a first and goal. The Gators line it up with first and goal. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. And he's brought down right at the line. They'll spot the ball, so right there at the 2.
What a job by this defense. They would simply not relent. Incredible effort.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Stop right there at the line. No gain.
Well, they came very close to punching that one in, and now third down and goal. And if I'm the OC, I challenge my offensive line in that back. I just slam it right back into that A-gap and try to overpower that defensive front.
They'll look to throw it on third and goal. He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Gators.
You talk about the right way to get a game started. This offense put together a nice scheme. They felt comfortable with the script, and they moved the ball all the way down the field. 10 plays, and they get a touchdown. If you're the defensive coordinator, you're back to the drawing board trying to figure this out.
And now they'll set up for the point after. And it's 7-0 after the BAT. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. return it from inside the 5. So Florida State's offense takes the field. The first chance we had to see them today. We got a quarterback here coming off a sensational performance, Kirk. He sounded very confident when we met with him this week, but let's see if he can build on that this time.
Yeah, I think the last game that he played, he just threw the football on time. He didn't try to do too much, found the open receivers, took what the defense gave him, and as you mentioned, we had a chance to talk to him. I think that's what he's looking to try to do, not try to live up to the hype, just put together another solid performance.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
And it's a nice job by this defense. They saw option. They actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read, and then they corral him for a loss. You could tell they worked hard on that in practice.
Look at a pass here on second down. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And he'll pick up the first down, stopped at the 27.
I love early in a game like this where you get the running back involved. Just get his hands on the football. Also, nice easy screen. Gets the quarterback settled into the game. Nice easy throw. And look at this. It ends up being a huge play.
First down and 10 now. Pre-snap motion from the offense. On first and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking to set up a screen pass here. They bring him down, but he makes the 4-yard line. It's a solid gain. That completion good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. Nowhere to run on that play. It got him in the backfield. That's a loss of a yard.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. They drag him down after a big gain. Ball moved all the way to the 38.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Running back grabs it on a screen. Defense flies in. They make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
Boy, great defensive linemen not only have the ability to get upfield to rush the quarterback, but that instinct to recognize a screen pass. Good job of sensing it and making a play.
Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
How about the defense on this play right here? Chris, they go with a draw play to try to take an advantage of an aggressive defense. It's pinning their ears to get upfield. But instead, it's almost like the defense was expecting the run. They weren't surprised at all. They make a great play.
The Seminoles will line up to punt it away. The kick angles out of bounds, so no return possible here. And for the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. Gives it to the back. He breaks free. They stop him right at the 24.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. I mean, he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Dropping back. It's Morris. Caught by the receiver. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. And the pass ball is incomplete as time expires in the first quarter. Florida has the lead for it as we break for the quarter. We'll check out the stats now for the opening period. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. The pass rush closing in. Didn't see anybody open. Just throws it away. And that's now going to bring up third down. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout or they check him out. The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Finds his target. That's enough for a first down. This offense set up in scoring position at the 40.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. The coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
They make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28.
This defense has got to do a better job in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, and this offense could have 50 on you by the end of this game.
And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The first real speed bump of this impressive drive. Offense comes up now 2nd and 11.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
They finally stop him all the way down at the 6-yard line.
Boy, nice job by the receiver of selling this route to the outside. Created enough space back to the inside. And there's the timing again between the quarterback and the receiver, giving him a chance to come up with some yards.
Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line. These are tough yards to come by. Positive yards. Good push inside there by that offensive line.
On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. He goes nowhere. 2 straight stops. 3rd down coming up. He got nothing on 2nd down. Sets up a 3rd and goal from the 2. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
I'll tell you what, for a tired defense that's been out on that field for a long time on this drive, what a stop there on 3rd and goal. It brings us to 4th and goal. And as a head coach on the offensive side, when you put together this kind of drive and you're this close, inside the 3-yard line, you've got to come away here with a touchdown.
The coach's choice to go for it does not pan out. From the shotgun, an inside handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Early in the season, I think you can sense both these teams realize there's a lot to play for, a lot at stake for their seasons, and they're just kind of settling into this game.
Well, just look at the atmosphere today. It's almost playoff-like out there. Both these teams understand what a win could do for them, and the intensity is jacked up out on the field.
Backed up on 3rd down. Let's see what the call is here. They'd love to get some room for the punter. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. And the gain just good enough for a first down. And the Noles come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. And the running back takes the handoff. He'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. And it's caught in the crossing pattern. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. And the Seminoles pick up enough for a first down here. Ball handed on. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8. This is the 6th play on the drive. Quick throw caught on the left side. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down.
It can be hard sometimes in a pre-snap, but if the quarterback can identify the outside coverage, he can avoid these kind of losses. This was just man coverage on the outside, and the secondary pounced on that screen.
The Noles will line up to punt it away. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. No fair catch, looking to make a return here. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. It's the 2-minute timeout. Nice to have a close game here as we approach the half. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. There's the handoff. First down, looking for more now. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Dropping back, it's Morris. Grabbed by the receiver. Breaks loose at the 45. Finally brought down, but that play moves the ball all the way down to the 21.
Boy, huge play by this offense. A good throw, nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
Solid gain in the play there, wiped out by the penalty flag. First down here for this offense. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. And that catch is hauled in. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. Intensity, Kirk, already evident this kind of rivalry game. Look, you played one of the biggest rivalries there is in Ohio State, Michigan. What was different about that?
I think the emotions are flying around early. I think the team that's able to get down and just kind of settle in and play football is the team that jumps out to an early advantage. I always talk to Nick Saban about it. He's been in so many big rivalries as a coach. And he says, hey, what am I supposed to do? Get them more fired up when we play against an Auburn versus playing against a Mississippi State? No, we're going to be the same team every single time we go out. Kind of control those emotions is the team that's going to end up winning.
He got it. The field goal's good. There's a flag in the field. If it's on the defense, would not be enough for first down yardage. The kicker's got to be protected in a defenseless position like that. That penalty is going to give the offense a first down. One thing, the kicker's going to set the offense up now in the red zone with the first down. Catch made on the right side. They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a first and goal.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that's so demoralizing for a defense, especially for those star players who don't sub out as much. But the fourth quarter really starts to wear you out.
And it's incomplete even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Back to throw. It's Morris. On the move now. Launching one to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Florida.
I'll tell you what, in this first half, this quarterback seems to be making all the right reads and showing the accuracy that he's shown all year long. Outstanding pass, great conversion. They put 6 more on the board.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. So it's first down, but they'll just take a knee and head to halftime. Looks like the offense is content to run out the clock here and just take it to intermission. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Fellas, in a rivalry filled with magical moments, even more here today between the Gators and Noles. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the battle between Florida State and Florida plays out.
All right, Kevin, thank you for the update. And the Gators will kick it off to begin the second half. And it's fielded. Can the returner make something happen here? And the returner is brought down. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. Looking for a fast start here at the beginning of the third quarter. Down by a couple of possessions. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Here's a quick throw off the play fake. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. Second down play coming up. Looking for a receiver. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a first down at the 42. Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. Receiver in motion now. And looking to throw now on first down. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down. After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 42. Back to throw again. And this pass is caught. He's brought down, but the gain moves the ball to the 39.
I understand the concept of bringing the blitz, and you hope that it gets home. But if you don't, you leave your corner in man-to-man situation against this wide receiver. That is a tough ask for this corner, and he's going to lose that battle more often than not.
Still looking for that elusive touchdown, but finally this offense is moving. First down and 10. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. Tackle is finally made down at the 11-yard line.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defense coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot, but I think the reality of seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
On first and 10, looking to throw, looking to the end zone. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Seminoles.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All he had to do was get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
With the extra point, they're down 14-7 now. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Looks like a man is down in the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. And the Florida offense retakes the field. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing. So they get nothing on the first down run. Brings up 2nd and 10 from their own 20. To the air, it's Morris. Lets it go quickly. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route with him. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. That's a solid gain. Moves the football inside the 40. 1st and 10. The Gators look to keep this drive moving. Looking to throw it on first down. Receiver makes the grab. Powering through the defender. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. The Gators begin a new series here. 1st and 10. And he'll set up to throw. He's got it with room to run. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Gators. Well, the energy really building now, Kirk. If they're not careful, this could get ugly.
Chris, this offense has been impressive the entire game. And one of the great things about rivalry games is you'll never forget this kind of performance.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. With the extra point, the lead is 14. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Return starts from inside the 5. Will be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. Passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. First play of the drive, he looks left for a completion. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Skates the pocket. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a 2nd down and 7.
That's what I really love about this quarterback. Looks downfield. Everybody's covered. Instead of just throwing this ball away, he's got the athletic ability to make this defense pay for it by picking up some good yards.
To get him down quickly, not much of a gain in that completion. 3rd down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores.
Well, that's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility and what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback safety blanket.
The Seminoles will bring their punt team onto the field. And the returner will be brought down. Florida offense is back out on the field now. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? A handoff to the back. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up. And now the running back's got it again. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And the delay of game penalty will push the offense back 5. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Looks to the left, and it's complete. Ball carrier wrapped up, brought down.
A running back who can take a check down like that and turn it into a gain can be a quarterback's best friend. And it's an easy way to rack up those touches and get the ball to your playmaker in the open field.
Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
And the Gators are going to keep this drive rolling. The back's got it. Picks up the first, looking for more. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone. And as we take a break to flip ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the current national rankings. So one final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Hand off to the single back. Now they test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Looking downfield, it's Morris. Fires it to the wideout. He's got it in the open. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have first and goal right there.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here. Second down and goal. Looking to throw here. He escapes the pocket. Looking for 6. Touchdown, Florida. Adds 6 more points to the total.
Man, that's his second touchdown today. This guy's winning every one-on-one matchup this defense provides. Great job by the quarterback putting the ball where his guy can make a play on it, and he's got 2 on the board.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to bring it out of the end. Loses the football. The scramble is on. And it's the kicking team making the recovery a special teams disaster.
That is an incredible job by this kickoff coverage team. You don't see many turnovers on kickoffs, but they just gifted their offense with a bonus possession.
The senior able to make the stop after a short gain. That's a second and goal play for the offense. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. And it's caught. Touchdown, Gators.
Well, that's his second touchdown catch already in just the first half. You can guarantee the coach on the other side is trying to make every adjustment he can to slow this guy down.
The extra point is good. Now it's a 4-touchdown lead, 35-7. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Bringing it out, it's Brown. Coverage team brings down the returner. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Man, this defense has had a great game today. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've done a nice job of taking the run game completely away, making it a lot easier to zero in on that quarterback in the pass game.
Sticking with the running game. Stout defense there. It's a 3-yard loss on that run.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure a defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now. The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. 4th down. He's throwing for it. Looking for the wideout. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. Breaks clear over the right side. Can they chase him down? All the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch him. Touchdown, Florida State.
Love this never-say-die attitude from this quarterback. He's still slinging it out there. This game's out of reach, but this guy's still putting the ball in the air, and this one's a touchdown.
PAT is good. They cut into the lead. It's 35-14. I believe they're going to line up here to go for the onside kick. Now they safely make the recovery. The onside kick doesn't work. And the Gators offense retakes the field. This has been a dominant performance so far. Up double digits at the break, building on the lead here in the second half. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain. Second down after that run on the previous play. 2 o'clock with the running game. Tackle made after just a short game. Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. Back to pass. It's Morris. It's an out route. The catch made. That's big. They convert on third and set him up first down from the 32. The Gators will line up on 1st and 10. Offense looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the catch. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
I just continue to be in awe of this offense. Even with the lead, these guys are going to play for 60 minutes. They do not let up. Here they are. Typically, you'd want to run the football here to work the clock, but these guys stick to the game plan and keep throwing the football, trying to get more yards.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. They'll run it here. And they finally bring him down at the 5. Offense really threatening now. The game is in hand here, but the offense looking to inflict more punishment here in the final seconds. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. Nowhere to run up the middle.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Defense getting very heavy here, looking to stuff the run. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2. And a timeout is taken, just 2 seconds left on the clock. Set up now at the 2-yard line. Can they score here on a 3rd down play? Looking to pass. It's Morris. Launching one to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Florida. This is an impressive performance. They played a good football team here today, Kirk, but they just dragged them behind the woodshed and dominated from the start. This is going to catch people's attention.
Yeah, I think most people are going to be in awe when they look at the results of this game. Unbelievable job by this team, dealing with the expectations, the pressure, and as you said, playing a good team. This was a big-time win and an opportunity to really continue to move up.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.